as tutors. In today's video we are going to learn about different species and their properties. This video is in the continuation of our previous video where we have discussed about deforestation and biosphere reserves. So let's just move forward with the topics for today. Let's have a look at the pre-assessment question. You can please pause the video and try these questions, and once when you are done with them, you can resume it to check your answers. Well, pat your back for your great efforts. Now let us have a look at what do we understand about flora and fauna. When we talk about a plant that belongs to a particular area or habitat, we are talking about flora. And same when we talk about animals of a particular area or habitat, we talk about fauna. So now, what are endemic species? Endemic species are very specific about place or zone. They are very less and do not found everywhere easily. So when we talk about endemic plant species, we can say we are talking about sal and wild mangoes. And same when we talk about endemic animal species, we talk about giant squirrel and flying squirrel. The destruction of their habitat, increasing population, and introduction of new species may affect the natural habitat of endemic species and endanger their existence. Species is a group of population which are capable of interbreeding. This means that the members of a species can reproduce fertile offspring only with the members of their own species and not with the members of others. Most of the characteristics are common in these species. They are the following pictures that are the endemic species of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. So now when we talk about wildlife sanctuary, like reserve forests, wildlife sanctuaries provide protection and suitable living conditions to wild animals. Sanctuaries are places where killing or capturing of animals is strictly prohibited. Some of the threatened wild animals like black buck, white-eyed buck, elephant, golden cat, etc. are protected and preserved in our wildlife sanctuaries. Indian sanctuaries have unique landscapes, broad level forest, mountain forest and bushlands in deltas of big rivers. National Park. A national park is a park in use for conservation purposes. Often it is a reserve for natural, semi-natural or developed land that is a sovereign state declares or owns. They preserve flora and fauna and landscape and historic objects of an area. Animals whose numbers are diminishing to a level that they might face extinction are known as endangered animals. Tiger is one of the many species which are slowly disappearing from a forest. So thus, Project Tiger was launched by the government to protect the tigers in the country. Small animals are much more in danger of becoming extinct than the bigger animals. At times, we kill snakes, frogs, lizards, recklessly without realizing their importance in the ecosystem. By killing them, we are harming ourselves. An ecosystem is made up of all plants, animals, and microorganisms. They are made up of them in an area along with non-living components such as climate, soil, river deltas, etc. Red Data Book. As the name suggests, this is about the book which gives the detailed information who can be in the list of extinct animals. There is a special arrangement of such species. There are various red data books for plants, animals and other species. Here you can see a picture of red data book that includes butterflies of India. So now let us have a look at what do we understand about migration. Migration is simply means to movement from one place to another. There are some species who fly from one place to another in their lifespan as the climate change. Sometimes they fly to laying their eggs as the weather in the natural habitat are very cold and not easy to survive. Recycling of paper. There is another cause of deforestation. It takes 17 full-grown trees to make 1 ton of paper. Therefore, we should save paper. Paper can be recycled 5 to 7 times for use. If each person saves at least 1 sheet of paper in a day, we can save many trees in a year. We should save, reuse, use paper and recycle it. By this, we do not only save trees but also save energy and water needed for manufacturing paper. So now what do we understand about reforestation? The answer to deforestation is reforestation. Reforestation is restocking of the destroyed forest by planting new trees. The planted trees should generally be of the same species which were found in that forest. In natural reforestation, there is no role of human beings. We have already caused tremendous damage to our forest. If we have to retain our green wealth for future generation, plantation of many more trees is the only option. In India, we have the Forest Conservation Act. This act is aimed at preservation and conservation of natural forests and meeting the basic needs of people living in or near the forest. So now let's just have a look at the practice time questions. You can please pause the video and try these questions, and once when you are done with them, you can resume it to check your answer. Thank you so much for watching this video, and for more you can please log into justtutors.com.